The battle scenes save it slightly, apart from the stupid kilt raising scene. And the Irish Steven character is hilarious. None of this saves it though. So the battle saves it slightly, but none of it saves it. I slightly saved a girl from drowning, but she died.
Too long and far too Mel Gibson. How's your steak? It's a little too Mel Gibson. It was way too alcoholic. This rum cake was just a bottle of rum.
Braveheart? More like Superman the Scottish. So it's Superman in a kilt? Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Mel Gibson's dick.
You're already one of the most popular toy manufacturers in the world, founded in the homes of every child and man-child through the globe. Yet, you're worried that it's almost too commonplace. This review's getting really philosophical. Lego. You know, you have everything you could ever ask for, and you're everywhere. But are you happy? Are you happy? Inside, in the place where it counts, this area, are you happy? It's hard to know who to hate more, him or Lego for having the gall to woo kids with a movie that tells them to follow their imaginations while inseminating them. What? Maybe don't say wooing kids and then inseminating them as your final thought, or any thought. In fact, from now on, woo and inseminate, 2 words you can't use ever again. Fassbender's young Magneto switches his loyalties seemingly at random, or to whichever side gives him an excuse to levitate, say, a football stadium. Yeah, Magneto's a dick, that's his character. And, let's be honest, if you were in a situation where you couldn't have the opportunity to levitate a football stadium, or you could, which would you go with? I'm gonna go with the football stadium levitation. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Hope your team wins the sports match. Wolverine, who could have otherwise prevented a particular plot upset in seconds, inconveniently suffers from a panic attack. When is a panic attack convenient? Like on History Channel, 1948, the panic attack that saved the world. Panic Attack of the Clones would have been fun. This overdose of cinematic lunesta takes the horror out of horror show. I feel like overdosing on a sedative is pretty horrible. Although overdosing on anything is probably horrible. Being single and taking too much Cialis. I just keep knocking everything over. The only thing I'm not knocking is boots. Alex Rowe is burdened with the lead role of Holt, a dude who leaves home for college, breaking the heart of his high school sweetie, Julia, played by Matilda Lutz. Lutz and Rowe, it sounds like a shady law firm. Actually, it sounds like Jewish sushi. Can I get the Lutz and Rowe sashimi and the matzo miso? Avoid the Goonies, E.T., schmaltzy balls. Oh man, you sound like a Jewish mother offering hors d'oeuvres. Goonies, E.T., schmaltzy balls? Help yourselves. Dinner be ready in 10.
All I liked was the actors, and it was an 80s movie. So you liked it? Frozen ripped off this movie, and this movie wasn't good in the first place. Belle had superpowers? And a sister? And there were trolls in it? I guess it was winter.
I'd fuck Belle. The teapot can come too. Pretty sure you've never made anything come. I'm done. Starring Keanu Reeves as a retired hitman getting back into the game to settle a score. A plot set up that an iPhone could probably autocomplete after the words, a retired hitman. Challenge accepted. I'm just gonna hit the middle button. A retired hitman, and she is the most important person for a great show. Yeah, it's a different plot. Still sounds good though. Of the Weather Channel. Oh my god, this plot got better. The mobster wants him to kill somebody, don't they all? But John says he is out of the killing business and refuses. So the guy blows up John's house, whereupon John has a change of heart and agrees to do the murder. I mean, it's a pretty convincing argument. Well, in the last one, they killed his dog and took his car. Find any girl in LA and kill her purse dog and steal her Mini Cooper, she's down for murder. And she'll do it in her goddamn Jimmy Choos. How many more movies can we handle about white men given great power who churn out jokes and punches with equal aplomb? 4. How many more wives and daughters will be killed in these kinds of films in order to give a male lead some angst? 4. X-Men Apocalypse isn't just the low point in Singer's series, it represents one of the ugliest superhero films in recent memory. Ugliest superhero film in recent memory, huh? What about Spawn? Need something more recent? What about Hulk? Need something more recent? How about Fantastic 4? Doesn't even deserve a rating. Saw 5 minutes of it and it is completely rubbish. You can't rate a movie after seeing 5 minutes of it. That's like if I looked at a girl's shoes and only saw her shoes and just decided she was ugly.
Nice flick for a Friday night cuddling. Maybe if you like really poor singing. Why would you spend a Friday night cuddling to really poor singing? It's like listening to Drake without autotune.
100 minutes of boredom followed by 20 minutes of painful sadness. Yeah, it's pretty much just a one-night stand.
It absolutely does not deserve the 14 Oscar nominations. It wasn't really that good, as they say. Okay, it was a delightful movie, but not a great one. Not a movie that you watch more than 2 times. Wow, I went all over the place. Yeah. The fact of the matter is they went through menopause while writing this comment. I hate how Batman is not here. Is that time that Spider-Man and Batman fought at Hogwarts. Overrated. First half is dragging and boring. Some action scenes are recycled from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Superman Returns. That makes sense. These hurt so much. This comment makes me want to drink.
Would have been 5 if there were Spider-Man. I'm assuming you mean 5 stars, but it would have been funny if you meant 5 Avengers, because that just means you can't count. I actually rate all movies based on a lack of Spider-Man. Have you seen Titanic? It's amazing. Yeah, no Spider-Man. Should have been like Jack, Rose, and Spidey. A movie designed to sell a toy product while simultaneously trying to make brand ambassadors of the parents and kids in attendance. A movie based on a toy and a character that sells toys, it's pretty expected that they're gonna try and sell toys. And if parents and kids walk out going, yay Lego, yay Batman, then you know what? Yay Lego, yay Batman. Who cares? Now, if the movie was called Lego Heroin, maybe then we'd have a problem. If they knew they were being programmed, a whole business model would collapse. I'm just picturing a movie theater full of children just coming to this realization. They're trying to sell us toys. They're trying to sell us toys. I refuse to finish this movie. Yet again, starring now co-producer Hugh Jackman as the Scissorhands from Canada. An Edward Scissorhands from Canada? So every haircut he gives is a mullet? Sorry about that. Sorry. The treacherous William Stryker. Even a certain Cyclops. A whiny teenager with bad eyes.
Describing you.
I'm a whiny first of all, I didn't have bad eyes when I was a teenager. Second of all, I'm not the lead singer of Linkin Park. It was only last month that Will Smith started up Boogeyman Patrol in Manhattan in I Am Legend. It sounds like a 70s disco song. Boogeyman Patrol. Boogeyman Patrol. I Am Legend. Certainly the straw grasping seemed the most charitable way to explain characters whose lack of personality, "This is crazy, dude," is matched only by their incomprehensible stupidity. You can't say someone lacks personality just because they say a ridiculously common phrase like, "This is crazy, dude." Especially when a monster's attacking, because at the time, this is pretty f***ing crazy. Dude. 1933's King Kong is my 9th favorite movie of all time. Why you felt the need to put that on a Jurassic Park review, I will never know. Did Jurassic Park make your top 10? What did you put in your King Kong review? It's like a weird choose your own adventure puzzle story where in the King Kong review, it's Jurassic Park, and this one leads you to King Kong, then you go back, and then it sends you to Godzilla, and where will we end up next? I like the dinosaur. Which one? I can hardly contain myself.
Crichton equals thriller, Spielberg equals adventure, review equals pointless. Otherwise, this is a pretty typical Spielberg production. Flat cinematography, lots of push-ins and actors' faces, precocious children that are subsequently set upon by dinosaurs, ghosts, etc., overripe acting by hammy actors, etc. I know you're supposed to want the children to be saved, I just wanted to see them eaten. I hate that directors do camera moves that makes me want to kill children.
Great movie for the family. 1.5 stars. Translation, great movie for the family. I hate my family.
Faithfully meandering. It was faithful, but it went all over the place. It's like a dog that just won't stay in the yard. Or a girl that cheats but loves you.
Hugh Jackman plays Wolverine with the personality of a waffle. A waffle? So it's a great way to start your day. Good for a carb load. Better covered in syrup. Hugh Jackman covered in syrup? Sign me. Actually, don't sign me up. Like the scene where he's being scrubbed by a group of bath women. You'd need to be scrubbed too if you were covered in syrup. Waffle jokes. You started it. Again, Wolverine is just boring, and his character manages to do nothing but scowl, grimace, and growl every chance he gets. And right now, I'm hearing you scowl, grimace, and growl, and maybe I should call you Wolverine. No syrup though, because there's nothing sweet about you. And Lord knows I don't want to start my day with your stupid reviews. And the waffle jokes just keep coming.